dogs, nigga.
Hey. Car full of demons, I'm with them niggas that don't give fuck about nothing. Rolling, clutching, holding 16 and dead, had his summer stolen. Block runs, try and line the opposite from block numbers. Niggas tell, be up on your cues about them cop lovers. Mama know I'm banging, I don't want.
You already know what it is. Your boy Nas, the God Hip Hop is Real. We got the Metaphor Messiah, aka the Bar God, aka Danny Myers with us, representing the West Coast. What's going on, Danny?
What's up, man? It's good to be back. You know what I'm saying? Good to talk to you.
Yo, Strike 2.5. The strike officially going down Saturday, October 13th.
Yeah.
You know, they gave you the bad luck number and all that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. We are restoring order, man. Like, you know, because if you notice at the end of the trailer where Beasley was like, all right, now let's get back to what matters the most. Like, that's the same thing as saying let's restore order. You feel me? Like, you know, he was like, do all the controversy. You know the Beasley voice, do all the controversy in it, you know. Now we're back to what matters, and that's like actual dope rap battles, man. So here we are, man. October 13th, Saturday. They gonna announce the location in the venue real soon. So, you know, it's time.
Two of the most consistent dudes that's ever touched this platform of battle rap, you and DNA.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? DNA, dangerous opponent. We seen his recent battle on Summer Madness. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He whooped the hell out of Twerk. You know what I'm saying? I was proud of DNA. I was disappointed at Twerk. Because Twerk told me that he wanted to sit down and focus for DNA, and he still went in there and dropped the ball. And DNA went in there and just showed why he's a legend, why he's a vet, like why he is a professional. And he whooped the hell out of Twerk, man. Like, you know, he's a you know professional. I don't know what else to say about DNA. Well, I do know some other shit to say about him, but we'll get to that.
DNA, you know, I saw the trailer. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. You know, he popping off already.
But first of all, come on, man. I love playing these games. First of all, when he's doing if you look at the trailer, he's like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Then he switches, he does this to count 5. So he couldn't even count 5 on one hand the way a regular. This is what I mean by he's retarded. Like, he can't count 5 on 5 fingers. He did this. Hold on. Like, all right, I can see. He did this, and then he did this to make the 5. And I'm not lying. You could go and watch the trailer, and he used the thumb to make 5 after he did this. So he can't even count 5 on one hand. That's first of all. Secondly, he talking about the 12K that I paid Rex, which was Loaded Lux said that was one of the like most boss moves he ever seen anybody do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying he don't mention the fact that I was blackballed from URL at that time. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make the battle happen anyway for the people that want to see it, and I did. So he bringing up an old angle. So he already telling me. That's basically gonna be his jokes. Is like 12K joke. Like, damn, I just heard that from Pat Stay and the last 40,000 niggas before Pat Stay. So this is what I mean by these niggas can't beat me, because they don't got nothing to say about me. They all saying the same shit. 10, you got a bunch of kids. You paid a man 12,000. Niggas, they don't got no other angle. They don't say, oh, you been the most consistent nigga in this shit. They don't say, oh, you got the most fire bars and you got the most passion. You do the most for the culture. They don't bring that part up. You know, but we gonna talk.
I was listening to your interview on Angry Fan, and you know, you called yourself the GOAT. And you know, I've done multiple interviews with a lot of people. People saying DNA, he's climbing in that stature. He's becoming one of the GOATs, or he's worked his way to become a GOAT in this culture, man. You know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on that?
I believe so, man. I wouldn't the one thing about me is that I know we got to promote these battles, and we promo and we do the the WWE thing, and F you and F that. I'm actually one of the coolest ones, because even though I talk my stuff, I still keep it real, because I'm a fan. I'm a fan first. I'm a fan before I'm a battler. You know what I'm saying? I was actually a fan of DNA when I first started watching URL. So I always like DNA. You know what I'm saying? He definitely is a Rushmore worthy candidate. You know what I'm saying? Like he should be able to battle anybody. Like it shouldn't be like he can't get Mook, or he shouldn't battle Hollow the Don, or he ain't battle Hollow yet, huh?
Nah.
That's crazy. That's crazy that them two have never battled. That's crazy.
For their style, for what they could do with the rebuttal and the freestyle.
Yeah, that's it's almost amazing that hasn't happened yet. You know what I'm saying? DNA had a great battle, classic with Disaster. But he also got his flaws too. Like as much praise as I could give him, I could also point out the things that he don't do well, and one of those is his actual rapping ability. You know what I'm saying? Like he be getting clowned for his bars. Like niggas don't clown me for my bars. Niggas, the machete spray, the something, and it's a whole list of bars that I could just come up with that he said that he get flack for. He never been in the top pen game category. Nobody ever talked about how fire his pen is. Niggas just talk about him as a battler overall. Like overall, he's one of the best battlers on the planet. But when you break down some of the individual aspects and some of his individual attributes, now you start to see like inconsistencies as far as he can't really write no dope stuff. He's using a lot of current event bars. He got the same flow. Him and K Shine got the same little flow pattern, and it's so predictable. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll see through the matrix of all of the good shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the inner workings of what's actually going on within the battle. And DNA is one of the most simple battle rappers we ever seen. So it's easy to be consistent when you are writing the most easy bars in the world. It's easy to write the easy stuff constantly over and over and over. So this is why I think is the ceiling that's preventing him from getting his true props. They say he's Rushmore worthy, right? But he never gets that actual praise because of the simplicity of his rhyme and it's very predictable. You can hear a DNA line and then you know what the next line is going to be. You know, if something happened in sports, something happened in the culture, or something happened, or any major event happened, you already know. Guess what people say? Guess who finna say that bar first? DNA. This is why DNA don't really get the props he deserves, because there's just as many minuses as there are pluses. So it kind of keeps him at a balanced level. Like he's great, but he also kind of whack at the same time. Like it's a parallel universe shit.
When I hear you say that, Danny, it makes me think, are you saying that he's not as creative? Because I know you're also one of the guys who's known for being very creative.
The most creative battler that the game has ever seen. All my bars are the most original bars that you ever heard. I'm not saying you never heard me say ball head and the knife sound like, I'm like, I don't do all that. You don't see me doing the bow, bow, every line, headshot, bow, headshot, bow, or put 23 on his back like Jordan, or, my references are just so left field that it's kind of like is breaking ground, and is breaking the mold of what people expect from battle rappers, especially on a smack platform. You're gonna hear gun bars, drug talk, street talk, bully talk. I'm on the block with it. When you hear Danny Myers rapping, I'm talking about Anunnakis and parallel universes and like nerd shit. I'm talking about nerd shit mixed with street shit, mixed with all kind of crazy movie references that have never been said. Like, I'm the most original nigga ever. Like, for real. You know what I mean? And DNA is the most unoriginal. You know what I'm saying? The thing about DNA is like I said, he's the dopest, wackest nigga. Yeah.
So I seen something you said about he went from 4-bar setups, and I was there with his Danger Zone battle at the barbershop, to 2-bar setups.
That's where it started. You know what you're talking about.
We actually, I remember my partner telling me, like, yo, ask DNA about his 2-bar setups, because it sounds like he's doing something different, or it's a new thing that he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. You see what I'm saying? So when I speak, this is why people really like my word. I hold a lot of weight in battle rap. It's because they know I don't never be fronting. I don't be lying. I don't be making up fake angles. You see what you just said? He was not doing the 2-bar things like prior to like the Danger Zone battle. He probably started maybe a couple battles before that, but I know that's like the specific battle when he started like punching back to back. But look at when that battle happened, and look at how many times me and Rum Nitty had already did that years before that. DNA studied what me and Rum Nitty was doing, and he switched it up from the 4-bar shit, and now he started doing 2-bar punching. He took the formula for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. That's the truth. The nigga stole my style.
And you say he don't do it better than y'all.
No, and that's the crazy part. Because, like I said, you stole the 2-bar punching, but you're not better than me and Rum Nitty. You're not even on the same level. And Rum Nitty proved that at Traffic. At Traffic 3, when Rum Nitty battled DNA, like Nitty showed him how it's done. The crowd, go back to the video. The crowd was chanting 3-0. Nitty, come on now.
You know, you looking at DNA, you've battled an NWX member before in K-Shine, you know, battle dropped earlier this year. You know, who do you see as the tougher opponent, though? You know, K-Shine, I know that wasn't an easy opponent. We know about his aggressiveness. We know what he brings. DNA is a cooler, you know what I'm saying, type of temperament, type of person. Do you find this to be a more challenging battle?
DNA is definitely more challenging, even though he's simpler. That's a crazy. You know what? Sometimes the simplicity works. You know what I'm saying? You know, like as many crazy bars and all these like complicated and original bars that I could come up with, that could actually work against me versus somebody like DNA, because DNA you could understand him easier, and it kind of resonates like faster, like the crowd could process what he's saying like right there, because it ain't nothing to think about. Like he's so mindless with his bars. Like his bars are just so ABC, like a child could understand what he's saying. Like my daughters, my kids, they will be able to understand DNA faster than they can understand what they dad is saying. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna catch what dad's saying. They're gonna catch what DNA's saying. And so that works around the board. That works throughout the spectrum of battle rap. You know what I'm saying? But I have the solution for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is why I'm the fucking GOAT.
I mean, you know, years of watching DNA perform, whether, you know, the crowd is with him or against them, or people against him before he hits the stage. I've seen DNA turn crowds on his opponent multiple times, like on a drop of a dime. Is that something that you ready for? You know what I'm saying? Like, you might be sneezing or whatever the case is, touch your hat and he flip it, and the crowd loses their mind, and you lose your intensity or anything like that. Are you ready?
I'm a professional, man. I'm a professional. All that shit that he do to them niggas, that shit don't work on me. It's not gonna work. Like, whatever he did with them niggas, he ain't been in front of this particular MC. It's only one of me. So it ain't. So even though he battled 100 other niggas, he ain't seen this. I'm a one of one. There is no other Danny Myers in battle rap. You can look around, you see niggas trying to steal this. You see Twerk trying to be the bar god. You see Twerk trying to do. You see DNA himself trying to do the 2-bar punching. These niggas is trying to copy the shit that I brought to the game, but they not me. They're you still are not gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat the creator of the shit. So, you know, DNA definitely could get the crowd against you, but the mark of a true MC is to move the crowd. You got to rock the crowd. So even if he get the crowd on his side, I got to take the crowd back. I got to get them back. So that's what's going to make this a classic, man. Like, we going to see how this shit turn out, man. Win, lose, or draw, I know that I feel like me and DNA going to be a classic. No matter who win. If he beat me, hats off to him. I shake his hand and admit that he won. I beat him. He better admit that I won. If it's a debatable, then whatever. It's debatable. But I bet you it won't be a debatable battle where people are like, oh, that was a cool battle. Like, no, niggas gonna be like, yo, I gotta watch this shit like 5, 6, 7 more times. Like, that shit gonna be crazy.
Your recent battle against Pat Stay on August 18th, you know, one of the biggest cards of the year and everything like that. Did you learn anything from that battle that I guess you could take for this next battle against DNA? Because
right.
Pat Stay being so cool, calm, collective, funny, were able to gain the crowd. Did you learn anything that you could use to go at with DNA?
Well, I could say I learned how to beat guys like Pat Stay from my battle with J Real, my first PG battle.
Okay, yeah, you always bring that battle up with J Real.
Because that battle is what taught me a lot. That battle is what taught me, like, bars, just only bars, not gonna beat like guys like this, like the versatile guys who can joke, they can clown, they can scheme, they can rebuttal, they got charisma. If you watch me versus J Real, you will see that I clearly had the better lyrics, but he had the overall better presentation. And I was so, you know, that was my PG debut. Like, that was my first time ever on Smack. So I thought going to New York, they wanted to hear hardcore lyricism and just dope rhyming and rap patterns. But it was like, nah, bro, like you got to do more than, you definitely got to have more than that. And so I took that lesson into the Pat Stay battle and applied it. And that's where you see I'm in there joking. I'm singing Old Canada and all this shit I'm doing. I freestyle by the shoes. Like, so you see me incorporate all types of different elements versus, you know, I can't stop these dudes from doing what they're going to do. Like, I can't stop Pat Stay from being charismatic, funny. I can't stop DNA from being funny and doing the things that he does. But I can do my part to at least counteract it or at least make the blows, you know, easier to deal with. This is why boxers put the grease on their face. They know the punch is going to hit, but the grease going to help slide it off and help and ease some of that. So that's basically what I do in my rounds. Like, I might not be able to freestyle better than you, DNA, but I at least can try. I at least can try to fight back.
Kind of like incorporating these different things into your style to make you, I guess, more of a complete battle.
A complete battle rapper. I don't think I get enough credit for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought the beat I battle was monumental for me because it showed that I don't just gotta always be about just punchline. Like, even though I was punching, I still was punching versus beat out, but I also incorporated social commentary and consciousness and the black movement and all and what he stood like, so versatile pen. And that's why I never put myself in a category with Av or B Magic or Rum Nitty where I'm just strictly a puncher because, you know, like I said, you see me say the most disrespectful bar of all time versus T-Rex. Like, I can get in my disrespect bag. I could get into my funny bag. I could get into my rebuttal shit. Like, I am one of the most complete battle rappers ever, honestly. The truth is out there. See, even like when I say this, it sounds like a cocky nigga or delusional nigga. But the thing is, when I say these things, I can show you right now on YouTube right now where I did all these things. So the proof is out there.
You know, we all know that DNA's biggest weapon is his freestyle ability to turn the crowd against you at the drop of a dime. What other attributes you see that DNA makes him that much dangerous, or is that the only thing where you say, okay, that once I get through that, everything is a walk in the park? Do you see any other attributes that DNA have that is a difficult attribute that could cause problems for any MC?
Yeah, he's a showman. He's a master showman. I don't think he get enough props for his performance. You know, he's always overlooked. But why do you think him and K-Shine go hand in hand? Like, K-Shine is definitely a better performer, but DNA can perform great too. So DNA is a showman. I learned some of my showmanship from DNA. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did. I learned some of my showmanship from watching DNA battles. Like that's something nobody ever knew. Like I said, I was watching DNA and Math Hoffa, and I was just studying them. I was like, damn, I like how they get on. I like how their presentation. DNA spit a bar and then he do like this, like, you know. I watch shit like that and I say, okay, all right, you know, you can't just stand there and just rap like, all right, I got the gun, I'm about to shoot you. I'm about to slap your mother. You can't just do that. Like you gotta like you got this is like a show. This is also a visual thing. So it's like you're on a play, like you're in a play. Your bars is your script, and then you got to get up there and act all this shit out, man. So you know, DNA is definitely definitely a special talent. But he in front of niggas is telling me this is my toughest battle. I don't agree with that. Niggas tell me this is my toughest opponent ever. I'm like, how? Nigga, I done been in front of JC. I've been in front of Chilla. I've been in front of Pat Stay, Charlie Clips, Aver, T-Rex, Cortez. I've been in front of niggas who got the same attributes as DNA, but they do a lot of these things better than DNA. So I don't see how DNA is more scary than these niggas. Like, no, bro. I'm not Ill Will. Like, Ill Will dropped the ball versus DNA. I think Chilla might have dropped the ball versus DNA, but they had an off game for some reason. I don't have off games. Like, I don't have off games. You know, you can't find me where I'm in an off game.
Is it an off game or is it just DNA is that good?
It could be a mix of both, to be honest. It could be a mixture of both. Like they could have off game and he's wilding. You know what I'm saying? Just like look at the Twerk battle, Summer Madness. Twerk had an off game and DNA was wilding. That's what made it look even more like a body bag. That's what put the bad taste in Smack mouth where he like, nah, I can't eat that. Fuck that. Like, nah, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was really even though like Math was messing up and a few other guys kind of, you know, was dropping the ball, I'm telling you, it was Twerk. Because when you look at Smack face, when Twerk jerseyed out in the third round and you look how Smack just stared at him with the death stare, like, nigga, I was looking at Twerk like, nigga, you just fucked up the church's money, nigga. And then he did the interview with you, right?
No, with Uncle Rod, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Uncle, like right after. Because he was salty. So DNA can really make you look crazy. And if you can't have an off game versus DNA. That's basically what I'm saying. Because combined with his greatness and you having a bad game, it's gonna be curtains, boy. It's gonna be fatal to any nigga. That's including me. I'm not excluded. If I go up there and I have an off game, DNA's gonna destroy me, and everybody gonna be like, "Damn, Danny, I thought you was the bar guy. This nigga DNA fucked you up, nigga. Like, nigga, get the fuck out of here with that bar guy shit. You just got killed. Like, I can't eat that, nigga. In the words of Smack, I can't eat that. I'm not going for that. I'm the nigga that do all the bullying and punking around here. I don't get punked. I make these niggas look crazy when I get up there.
Now you know you called out each and every one of those personalities. You said bring out the champ, bring out regular DNA, bring out the PG killer. Yeah. Are you ready for DNA to bring out all three maybe on you or whatever? You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the thing, man. The PG thing don't apply to me. First of all, he's not the champ because going by, like I was saying, if he beat O-Red and took the fake championship from O-Red, he lost it on his next battle versus JC. Technically, JC is the champ. But he's still running around saying he's the champ after you got smoked at Nome. So that don't even apply. So now I know this is an act. Like when he beat O-Red, I was running with it. I was running with that champ shit.
Did you have him beat No-Red? Did you have him beat No-Red when you watched the battle?
I only watched it on the pay-per-view when I had DNA edging. I never watched it on YouTube yet. But As of the one time I seen it, I had DNA edging it. And that's why I was like, you know what? This is kind of corny, but I agree. You know, if you beat O-Red, and I like this little marketing strategy you got here with this champ persona, I like it. But when you lost to JC, you were supposed to stop. See what I'm saying? And he admitted he lost to JC. So how you admit you lost to a nigga, but you still run around saying you're the champ? So that's why that champ shit don't mean nothing. So he need to bring the regular DNA, because that's the only one that applies to me. And it don't, like I said, it don't matter. He could bring all three of them, and it doesn't matter.
Well, what if he flip it on you? Bring a DNA from a parallel universe. You know what I'm saying? Something you ain't.
I'm already expecting that. I'm already expecting that, man. Like, I know he's funny, man. Like, DNA not gonna say no bar that's like you're like, oh my god, that was so fire, I gotta rewind that. Like, he not that type of battle rapper. You know, he's kind of like a moments. He'll have moments. He got moments. Like when he told Smack, you thought I was gonna lose, get smacked the fuck out of here. One of the biggest reactions in URL history.
Even when he gave that rebuttal to Twerk on Summer Madness, that shit was crazy.
It was genius. That shit was genius level. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was telling, that's why I was saying that's why I brought up he's autistic, because you gotta be autistic and have another part of your brain working for you to be able to do stuff like that on the fly. Because that's not a natural ability.
Yeah. You know, and it wasn't even your average regular rebuttal. It was just some shit where you're like, damn, DNA, you thought of that right then and there, right?
Right then and there. See, that's not even a rebuttal. That's freestyle. He rebutted something Twerk was doing, but freestyled it. Normally, let's just say let's say I go first, right? October 13th, I go first. Now he got time to think of his rebuttals while I'm rapping. So when it's his turn to rap, now he could just rebuttal whatever he wants to rebuttal from my round, and then go into his first round, right? But let's say I'm rapping. let's say he's rapping, and something happens in a crowd, and he just freestyle about that right then and there. That's real freestyle ability. He didn't have time to think about that. That's the difference between rebuttals and freestyle, and DNA is actually amazing at both. And I was saying, like him, Sharon, probably Hollow, Disaster, maybe Ilmac, Thesaurus. Them might be the only, maybe even Pat Stay. Them like probably the only guys in the world that can do that at a high level. At a high level. Quantum physics can too. So I would think there's maybe 11, 12 guys in all of battle rap that can do it. You know, Big Cannon included. And DNA is definitely, DNA is between DNA, Sharon. Like, I don't know who's better. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's the best?
How about Bangs? Bangs gotta get a lot of like those.
Oh yeah, Bangs retarded too. Like, I'm trying to tell you, this is a form of autism, and it's not even a diss. I don't want to seem like I'm marginalizing these guys, but I can tell you, if there's only if you got 12 niggas in the world that can do this, that's telling you that these are in a special elite group of people that can do it. So that's telling you that this isn't a normal average thing that just average people can do it.
Try it. I've seen guys try it, fail. Some do all right with it.
And it don't work. Like, yeah, anybody can try it. Anybody can really, but can you do it at a level to where it's fire? That's the difference. And them niggas that we named, they are fire at it. Bangs, DNA, Chef Trez, Ilmac, The Source, Disaster, Big Cannon, Hollow the Don. These guys are masters of the freestyle. Charlie Clips. They can take some shit that Sirius Jones.
And that shit could change the battle, the momentum of a battle.
Yeah, fuck you up, boy. If you on the receiving end of that, it really can drain everything out of you. It can drain all your energy out of you. It can shift the momentum of the battle. So, you know, you just don't be doing no stupid shit while these niggas rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you battling DNA, I'm not finna be sitting here talking through his round. I'm not gonna be turning my back. You gotta just stand there. Just gotta stand there and be still. Cause if I reach in my pocket and grab my CarMax like I always do, he'll freestyle about that right then on the spot and then had the crowd go crazy. So it's like I just gotta be a statue. Like, you can't rebuttal this, nigga. I'm just standing here. Like, I can't move while this nigga rapping. You feel me? But you know, it's fun because now I get to test out my freestyle and my rebuttal ability versus one of the best niggas in the world. On the flip side, he get the chance to see how his bars match up against the best nigga with the bars. So
now, Danny, you know, like but I was saying before, DNA is definitely in Go conversations. You are continuously solidifying yourself in this. What does this battle do for your career and moving forward as you're climbing this thing? Because you've been in this shit, like you said, battling niggas in Harlem before battle rap was even on camera type shit. You know what I'm saying? So what does it do, you know, as battle rap get more light and you're battling bigger dudes, getting more respect, putting the West on your back, all the top new hottest niggas.
Yeah, it means a lot. It means a lot personally and for my mission. Because my entire mission, one of my missions was to establish myself as one of the best that ever did it. You know what I'm saying? And the second mission was to establish that the West Coast is legitimate. Like, we're legitimate contenders. Just as, because I always felt like our East Coast counterparts were always getting the shine and we always was underlooked. Not just in battle rap. My whole history go back to thinking about Rakim and Biggie and Nas, you know, Redman, all the motherfuckers on the East Coast I grew up listening to, and I used to hear all the West Coast niggas just gangsters. Like they really can't rap, but they good with that gangster rap. Like, you know, and when you hear Snoop and Dre, yeah, they make great songs, but nobody considered them lyricists. Them like the West Coast niggas ain't lyricists. Yeah, they ain't no bars. Like, they laid back. They rapping about the gangbang lifestyle in California, and you know, even the guys in Oakland like E40 and Too Short, like they never was deemed lyricists. So it was always one of my personal missions to say, you know what? Nah, man, we can actually do that shit too that y'all doing. You know, so when I heard Razzcast and I heard even Ice Cube, you know, Ice Cube is so underrated with his pen. Like, this, he's so underrated with his pen. Like, niggas, like Ice Cube battle raps. You feel me? Like, he writes stories.
He wrote for them in whole NWA.
You feel me? So I felt the West was always underrated. But then you got guys like his cousin, Ice Cube cousin, I believe is Dale the Funky Homo Sapien. You had the Souls of Mischief, Ahmad, Safir, the Alcoholics. You even when Exhibit, even though he from I believe Michigan, Exhibit, then Corrupt from Philly. So, but they established themselves as West Coast guys. So I said, you know what? The West Coast got lyricists. So I was like, you know what? When I do this rap shit, I'm gonna make sure that my focal point is just the art of rapping and being dope and being clever and being just as dope and as with the rhymes, like the way Nas said, he pulled the trigger, but I held on. It felt wrong. No niggas is waiting in hell for him. I gave you power. It was written. Just those two bars alone, it was so chilling and so poignant. And when a nigga can say something like that and give you, he's talking about the gun. He's rapping from the perspective of a gun. And he said, my owner pulled the trigger, but I held on. It felt wrong. Knowing niggas is waiting in hell for him. Like, that is so fucking powerful, bro. Like the shit Nas be saying, the shit Cormega be saying, the shit Nature be saying, the shit AZ be saying. I was inspired by all of those guys, along with the West Coast list. So this is why Danny Myers is so unique. Because I'm rapping like them niggas, but from a West Coast perspective. So I always, you know what I mean? That's what make me different. That's why it ain't nobody else like me in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like I hold the traditions of Nas and AZ and Cool G Rap. Cool G Rap was so cold, Big Pun met him and bowed down and kneeled, kissed his ring.
And these are the dudes that do the wordplay, the triple syllables, and these dudes was kind of the guys that kind of like took those syllable rhyming to a whole nother level.
Yes. Rap.
Like Eminem, who's supposedly, you know, these dudes was doing this shit way before at the highest level.
Ask Eminem who inspired him, he'll tell you Cool G Rap. He'll tell you Big Pun and Big L. And he'll tell you niggas like Redman, Chino Excel. I see it's all in his lyrical DNA. You can see where he got his shit from. And he just mixed his own shit with it from the Midwest, from Detroit.
Pun might be the craziest though, Danny. Pun might be the craziest nigga that did that shit though. Even not now when I listen to Punch, I be like, yo, the way he rap words.
I don't know if you can see this Big Pun tattoo on my arm. I don't know. I got Big Pun face on my arm, and Big L is right under that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got Pun and Big L and Pac and Biggie on my arm, and it says Dead Poet Society. You know what I'm saying? It's just a mural for them, and I'm gonna get Nas and Crooked Eye next on my other arm. But Big Pun. When I first heard Capital Punishment, I think I was 18, maybe 17, 18 years old. I think it dropped in 98. I said, this nigga right here is the best nigga, period. When you heard I Ain't a Killer, or You Ain't a Killer, and Beware, see, niggas got up on Pun on that, I'm not a player, I just, like, that was his commercial.
That was the commercial shit that got him.
And that was fire, by the way. For what it was a radio song, it was a club song. So for him to be able to do that, and then you hear You Ain't a Killer right after that, no, this nigga was the greatest. This nigga was the greatest, bro. I'm sorry. Like, we could get into a whole nother conversation about Big Pun and Biggie, like who was the greatest lyricist ever. Because Big Pun, go get Capital Punishment if y'all young niggas only got Young Thug and you only got Lil Yachty in your little iPod. Do me a favor for you younger guys and go get Capital Punishment and listen to the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like,
small world. It was kitchen whipping sessions all girl. You ain't got no homies who's supposed to be your pallbearer. Small world. It was kitchen whipping sessions all girl. You ain't got no homies who's supposed to be your pallbearer.
Make the wrong turn in that shit ass. Pull extensions out the bag. Bullin' banging his flag. Shooters begging for cash. Got him soon as he splashed.